Hello everyone, welcome to Hand of Fate.
One more for the game.
Whoops,
Come, sit.
there are
You've passed the 13 gates,
no subtitles.
and you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
There we go, just putting that on. Oh, subtitles are on. Then why? Oh, okay. Let's start.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
I am made of flesh.
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
So, you have no doubt seen this already. Most people have. And I must say, this is an amazing game. I've played quite far actually. I reset all my progress
Cards
to
fall
record
where
this
they
for
may.
you, so we
We
could
begin.
experience this story together. And oh yeah, is it quite the story. So, the
That
story,
first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to
yeah,
adventure.
yeah.
Truly, there is nothing like it.
So the story itself is played out on this table with cards. That is kind of a choose your own adventure thing. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. So then you have choices if you want to climb down or if you just leave it. Climbing down has risks. You can fail and get hurt or something, lose your gold or food, and but you also can get a weapon if you succeed. And so it's very cool because, as you may know, I love board games. So, and I love video games. So combine the two, it's something good. So let's try to climb down. So we choose a
Choose from
card out
these
of these
options.
and just hope we get a success. Yeah, I usually go for the right ones for the first pick. I always do that in Payday too. Yay! Very carefully, you make your way to the bottom of the canyon. Retrieve the weapon. And then you draw a weapon card out of your weapon deck to flesh out your equipment. This is better than what I have, so
A
let's switch.
moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
And for every card step you take on the board, so to speak, you spend food. And if you
I
run
was
out of
never a
food,
fan
you
of the
starve and
bullshit
die.
pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
So, Mr. Lionel, whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours, tapped your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizardly wand, my own creation. So, we could give him bread, or we could just ask him what he wants, or we could ignore him. Let's give him bread. That usually leads to getting a shield. There you go. Draw one shield card. And shields are practically necessary because you can shield bash to stun them. I mean, you could do that with most weapons too, but you can
You now
reflect
your
projectiles.
opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
And that is very, very, very good. The Maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. I am Merith of the forest folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? I would like... I mean, I have supplies. Supplies, that would mean food, though. But I have 16 food. Don't think she will be very happy if we're greedy and ask for gold. Longer life, maybe? Get some health. She mutters, so that didn't make her happy. But we get some max health, 5 extra.
Extra health,
yeah,
but it is only a momentary respite.
It's not too bad. And then we go to the last card.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all.
The last card is always an exit to the next area, or it's the boss if you're at the last area of this scenario. And now we can't do anything else, so let's just move on.
You're on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
He waits for me?
If you defeat me...
How polite.
It is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
I am made of flesh, I told you. So, what do we find on a winding trail? A tree falls across the path. One monster card. So let's see. 2 of dust. Dust is bandits. Give us all your gold or die? Nah. I will attack you for daring to threaten me. To battle, have at thee. Villain. Like this video if you get those references. So, whenever you get into battle, no more cards. You are thrust into this third person thing with your opponents, and the battle...
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Thank you. It's pretty much just the Batman Arkham thing, battle style, where they have a little thing above their heads, and then you press counter, and you rhythmically just bash them, and jump around and build combos. It's very cool and fun. Here we go. And it's helpful that it gets to slow motion whenever you need to counter as well. There! They weren't all that hard. We didn't even lose a single health point. So, and we loot them. What do we get from this? Equipment.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Nah, it's a shield. I already have that one. So, do you want to equip? No.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Is that what you're going to do? Yes, it is. I don't need it. I can sell it if I meet a merchant or a trader. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush! So we get 3 bandits this time. I think we should be able to handle that without any trouble, actually. Just chop them down with our axe. You make good use of the counter ability and we should be A-okay. Yeah. Bam! And you can also just bash them to stun them for a bit and interrupt. There we go, he didn't have time to attack me and still healthy. Granted, this is the tutorial level, so, and I have played it before. But yeah, there is a difficulty setting thing, but you can't set your difficulty in the tutorial. So we draw 3 game cards again. Something better? Nope.
A
Have that
peasant's
one.
weapon, but effective nonetheless.
Peasant's weapon. Yeah, okay, I'm peasant now. Food is good to have. And some gold. Well, we'll just hope there is a trader here, because if it's not, yeah, we would have no use for gold and otherwise, because everything is always reset at the start of every scenario, so you don't get to keep your equipment or your food or anything. Thinkers sell items of all descriptions. Let's see if they have anything useful.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
So, buy items. Healing cap. So it's just the boss left now after this. So, I mean, the sword is worse than what we have. We already have a shield. We will not be receiving any healing because that's primarily just when you eat food you heal. But we haven't taken any damage, so we won't heal before the boss. So it's just this then. And this is actually quite good.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds. Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
We could just sell this, could sell our extra shield, and just pretend like we don't just die and respawn at the next scenario. And here we go, Jack of Dust.
You have reached my first champion. A good man driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
So he's some kind of berserker. And there's always a nice bit of blurb, bit of flavor
This token
text.
will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
And yeah, you can get counters for different things, and they unlock more cards if you get them. You get to open them like Hearthstone packs at the after you defeat the boss, or when you die. It is possible to die and then you'll have to start over. So,
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
okay, thank you. So now we can use this thing we bought and just throw out some knives. Classical approach to dealing with crowds. Now he's enraged. That means you can't block or counter. Let's just run around a little then. Hey, attack me! Bam! That was a mistake! Haha! Whoop! Let's knife them again. Let's see if that... One of them died. Hey, yep. Double counter! Oh shit, they hit me. Quit hitting me, bandit. Ouch! Can we stun him? No, we can't. Ow. Let's just hack him to death then. The combo didn't last very long there, but we made it. And he looks kinda like me. But I do wish you could customize your character.
Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
Well, I will reach the final hurdle and I will get over it. You old man, I will beat you at this game. So let's see what's in the pack. Legendary. Then we have the next boss, the Jack of Skulls. And some new encounters for that scenario. Let's put them in our deck. Let's see if we get some new equipment. Medium armor. Some chain armor. New artifact. Armor. New shield. And a mace weapon. And what do we have here? Bam! A bandit attack encounter. And then we mix it all up. And go to the next one.
That's it for today. Come back soon, you wankers.